Good evening, everyone. I'm so glad that you are here. My name is Ian Hossein. People also know me as Talks Doc on Instagram. I've personally been with Purium for a little over a year now, and I'm really, really happy that you're here to learn about us and the company. So today we're going to talk about a whole life transformation, which is very important for everyone, and also how we can transform not only your people's health, but also your wealth in the form of a wonderful business. So you're going to learn today about the problem that we're trying to face, Purium, the wonderful company, what it offers in terms of solutions, and you're going to hear from amazing brand partners about their successes in promoting health and wellness and building a business with this. All right. And you'll learn how easy it is for you to start. So let's start with the problem that we all know. We're reached the point where everybody knows somebody with a chronic illness, whether it be metabolic, whether it be toxicity, whether it be something. People are suffering from chronic illnesses. Cancer's on the rise, type 2 diabetes on the rise, blood sugar issues. So many different issues are on the rise. And the reality that we're realizing is that many of these diseases are lifestyle diseases. They are caused by the life that people are living of no fault of their own because of many of the challenges. One of the challenges is that we live in a very, very synthetic world, synthetic food, synthetic chemicals, synthetic everything. Everything is processed. We're living in an amazingly plastic world. And that's leading to a body that's yearning for things that are really based on whole food principles, deep nourishment, things are natural, things that are pure and good from the earth to kind of combat this kind of plastic world that we live in and a lot of the effects that it has on our body. So the real problem that we see is in addition to this chemical world and this toxic world and this world that we're living in is the fact that a lot of people aren't eating the way that their body needs. And it's no fault of their own. Busy lifestyle means compromises between healthy and what's fast. People do fast food, people eat on the go, people eat things that are a lot of process. What that leads is to a compromise, convenience over health. And the reality is a lot of people are hitting their calories, they're leading a very calorie dense diet, but it's nutrient deficient. And eventually that builds up what we see as becoming chronic illnesses. And that's the reality. Type 2 diabetes, gut issues like leaky gut, cardiovascular disease, hypertension, you name it. All of these are the result of two things. The food that people are eating and the nutrients they're not getting, and the world of chemicals and toxicity and stress that they're living in. Not only that, but we have well known now studies confirming that many of these toxins really do affect people's illnesses. So glyphosate is a herbicide, pesticide. Many people know it as Roundup. It's now being confirmed. It's been known that glyphosate has effects on the body, but now we have confirmed studies showing that it's linked to so many different cancers. And the reason why we point to glyphosate is it's insidious. It is something that everybody's exposed to, and it's something that we have to be aware of on how it can affect our health. To that, we also know if you worked in the wellness space or you know gut health is very, very important to the health. It's the gateway to really making other types of issues in the body better. And why? Because 70% of our immunity is in our gut. It's the first line of defense from the pathogens and viruses and everything that we are exposed to. In addition, we know the gut, 90 to 95% of serotonin, that happy hormone, is made in the gut. Everybody knows about the gut-brain barrier, and then the gut is the gateway to the rest of the world. So it makes sense that a focus on gut health is very important to anybody's healing journey. So this is we come to the Purium solution, a whole foods based solutions in which people can have convenience but without compromise. Healthy fast food, even though that's kind of ironic, healthy fast food, it's possible. Things that are low in calories but high in nutrients, a focus on gut health, as I mentioned, the importance of gut health, and it's a proven glyphosate solution because glyphosate is so insidious. It makes sense that that's one thing that's included in a program that helps you detox from it. And it's something that's very, very affordable. A solution that for most people is $12.83 a day, right? And it supports all their body and nourishing their body on the daily. So what we have is something called the Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation, a program that people go on for 12 weeks, or you can see it as 3 months, and it transforms their life by feeding their body whole foods. They do a parasite cleanse, they flood their body with minerals and nutrients, it heals their gut, and we see amazing transformations that show that. Skin issues go away. And a lot of people know what your skin is a reflection of what's within. Weight loss from people that were thought that they couldn't lose weight. Blood sugar balances, bloating goes away, better energy. Some people in consultation with their doctor are also able to make some changes in terms of their medications in consultation with their doctor. But the point is, when we nourish the body, give the body what it was expecting, it comes back to life. And many of those chronic illnesses that you see in the symptoms are, you see them get better. This company was founded and is led by two amazing people that are just like you and me. Deep, deep dedication to nourishing people's bodies, fighting chronic illnesses and helping people have solutions to it, and creating a great business that you can grow on your own so you can see the people around you benefit while you grow this business. Mission-driven co-founders. Amy Venner is a mom of two. She's a very, very dedicated person to the field of holistic health, and she's a great businesswoman and a great mentor and a coach. Dave Sandoval is the master formulator. The formulations of the whole food solutions they provide was developed by him. Dave Sandoval is a giant in the holistic field himself, but he's also trained by giants such as Bernard Jensen, the founder of Iridology, and Ann Wigmore, a great founder in holistic health. So he's been trained with the best, and he's the one who's formulated many of these whole foods and superfood products that you can provide to the people around you. Another thing that's very important is Purium is its own manufacturer. It makes their own products, so they can ensure that it's certified organic. No binders or fillers. We're giving you food. No chemicals and no artificial anything. Everything is following a whole food philosophy. And no synthetics or isolates that we often see with some types of supplemental products. But the fact that it's a manufacturer means that it can do rigorous in-house testing, I believe 6 times more than good manufacturing practices. Third-party tested, that's the transparency of it. Every ingredient is identity tested. I know that you'd think that doesn't have to be done, but it does. As we see, there's a lot of cases where people were getting a supplement that didn't actually have the product that was in it. So identity tested. And the important thing for me and for my clients and for people around, regeneratively farmed. The food has the minerals and nutrients you expect and your body expects. So Purium is the manufacturer, and what does that mean? Is they have amazing control on the purity and quality of their products. This is a truck delivering food into the manufacturer. This truck is going to be inspected. If there's mold, if there's a bug, if there's any sense of any kind of contamination, it is rejected. They can do that because, what did I say? They are their own manufacturer. If you look at a lot of products, it often says manufactured for. Here with Pyramids, manufactured by, and because of that, they have amazing control on the purity and the quality of the products, starting from the actual feedstock that comes into the facility. It's rejected if it's contaminated, right? This is a picture of Sonia. You're going to hear from her and her lovely husband. There's an opportunity. Again, this company believes in the things you believe in, and you're going to have an opportunity as a brand partner to visit it. So there's something called Diamond Club for people that reach a certain structure in their business. It's an opportunity to come to their facility in California and see how it is done. It's an amazing experience, and you get to really connect with the company and really their philosophy of whole foods made pure and of high quality. So, what makes us different? What makes this company different? Good for your body, so certified organic, a proven glyphosate solution that's included in this great transformation. No binders, no fillers, never artificial anything. Convenient and affordable. The tasty shake that comes with it, it takes 5 minutes to mix and drink. So very, very convenient. Affordable. It's food, so it fits into everybody's food budget. In-house and third-party testing, that is second to none. So what makes us different? Not only is it good for your body, but the company has a mission to make it good for the environment. We know about the microplastic problem. We know about these plastic bottles, the contamination of our environment, and now even contamination of our body from microplastics. Purium has dedicated itself to transitioning, and it's done significantly to compostable packaging. I think it's bamboo and hemp, and they've actually been able to save over 300,000 pounds of plastic from entering the environment. So good for your body, but also good for for the planet. So now let's talk about it. This is an opportunity to not only promote health, but also benefit yourself in building wealth. All right. And this is the ideal time to become a brand partner because people are looking for those whole food pure solutions. And this is a great time to build that business. Another important thing is that food is recession proof. Everybody has a budget for food. Everybody wants to eat as best as they can. And with the Purium solution, you kind of mesh that the best of the both worlds. So as a business, being in the nutrition business will always be recession proof because people are always looking and always will always need to nourish themselves. Another opportunity is to switch from trading time to creating time. All right. So this is the idea of the leverage. I'm going to pause there. How am I doing, Sonia? Are we good right here, or did you want to
Yes.
take over?
Yes, I can take it from here.
Okay, thank you,
Thanks,
Sonia.
Ian. All right. So, Dr. Ian, thank you so much for that great overview of Purium and why this company is so special and what's different about it. And Ian just mentioned trading time to creating time. So, for most of us, and where I used to be when I worked a traditional job in business, and many other people now, it's trading time for money. We're trading our hours for dollars. And what we can do with Purium is actually create more time and more time freedom because of the leverage aspect of this business model. And here's an illustration of what leverage looks like. Because a lot of times people will say, well, you say leverage income, but I don't know what that means. So here's what it means. Let's say that you're able to carve out about 10 hours a week alongside whatever you're already doing, and you can commit 10 hours a week to building this business. So that's great. Now, let's say you get five other people, your friends, your colleagues, who also could carve out 10 hours because they want to build a nutrition business. They want to bring an additional income into their household. And now you've got 60 hours of effort that you can tap into. So you're getting the financial rewards of 60 hours of effort, even though you're still only putting that 10 hours in. That's leverage. And the more people you get to join you that are passionate about helping people, that love nutrition, that love health and wellness, bigger the leverage is. And it's a residual income because these are consumable products that deliver results and people order them over and over and over again. We've got, my husband and I, customers who've been ordering every single month since 2013. We have so many people who are so loyal to these products because, as Ian said, they're so pure and clean and they actually do work and give results. So now we're going to bust a myth because sometimes people say, well, in network marketing, you can only be successful if you get in on the ground floor. And that is definitely a myth. And we're going to prove it right now. And I'm going to bring Dr. Ian back on. And Ian and his wife, Nicole, have had tremendous success in this business and just came in May of last year. So, Ian, you can share a quick synopsis of what's happened for you and Nicole.
So yes, I started promoting Purium and the products a year ago. Amazing transformations for myself on the ULT, my wife who introduced me to the ULT as well, and great transformations who have gone on it. But since then, where am I now? I was able to quit my job as a tenured professor at Syracuse University. I was living in New York away from home. They were in Florida. Purium allowed me to make that jump financially with the financial security so I can make that decision to leave my job and move and be here with my family. And I was able to do that in a year. So me and my wife were able to grow the business significantly where we had the financial freedom to make that choice for ourselves. So I'm very thankful to Purium, not only helping my clients and the people around me get better, but for me to be able to make those financial choices.
Thank you so much, Ian. That's absolutely beautiful. And our next friend who's going to be joining us is Dr. Sarah Dybel. And Dr. Sarah is a diamond in our company, and she just joined. That May 2024 is incorrect. She actually just joined about 2 months ago. So welcome, Dr. Sarah.
August 14th.
Okay, to be
There we
exact,
go.
14.
Yeah, so I joined August 14th, and it's been a beautiful experience for my practice. I practice exclusively whole food, natural molecules exactly as they occur in nature in my practice. And it had become harder and harder for me to source everything because a lot of companies have gone to shortcuts and using synthetic nutrients, and even products that I've used before in my office, I've had to start weeding out because they're putting cheaper products in. So I found out about Purium and had a beautiful conversation with Ariel, asking her all kinds of questions about how the molecules are made, how are they making these products, are they really whole food, are they whole food nutrients? And she answered all of my questions. And I've been in natural medicine for 17 years. I grow some of my own food organically and regeneratively. And so I jumped in and decided to start trying the products to have a story for myself to see how they worked. And day 7, I washed my hair and I had a shockingly little amount of hair loss. And that has continued ongoing. I finished washing my hair and I'm in shock. More recently, the most recent thing I've noticed is my nails are growing twice as fast, which at first I was a little frustrated because I really like to keep my nails short for work. And I was like, why? I just cut my nails like 3 days ago. Why am I requiring cutting my nails again? And then I remembered, I said, that's a sign of health. That is a true sign of health. So subtle, beautiful shifts, great energy. I have patients that are shifting. I have colleagues that have started using it that are seeing beautiful changes. And even the small changes are worth noting because they're all signs that our body has more energy to use to heal. It has excess to spend on nails. Things like that. So I look at it, it's been a beautiful addition to my practice to start, instead of trading time for money, to start actually building some residual income so that when I am pulled away from work for life or anything else, I still have some income coming in to help cover that. And that's beautiful.
That is awesome, Sarah. Absolutely wonderful to hear all of that and all the success that you're having. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Now we're going to bust another myth, because if you're thinking, but I'm not a health practitioner like Dr. Ian and Dr. Sarah, no wonder they're successful. So we're going to bust that myth now. And my good friend Tammy Hauk is here to bust that myth of you don't have to be a health practitioner. So welcome, Tammy. Tammy is joining us from Hawaii, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here. And yes, when I first heard about Purium, it checked all of the boxes. My body was in dysregulation. All the systems in my body were basically giving me signs. You need to make a change. It was blaring. And I was slowly recovering, but not able to physically do the same amount of house cleaning as I had before, losing all of my income in one day during the pandemic. So I was looking for something. I knew that the gut brain connection, I knew that was a thing. I knew that what you ate had a direct impact on how you felt. And I was looking for something that helped me with that, that didn't require a huge investment, that didn't require lots of schooling, that I could be passionate about. And that's what happened with Purium in May of 2021. I was able to, within days, understand what it felt like to wake up from a good night's sleep. Didn't feel like I was hit by a truck. And within 6 months, I had made almost the same amount as I had my most successful year in my cleaning business. And it took me 7 years to build that. So the value of leveraged income, as the graph so beautifully highlighted, was that I was able to shift in 2023, 2024 and not rely on the economic climate of the wildfires. And this plan B became a plan A so I could focus on recovery from a car accident. And now that I'm thriving again, while traveling, I was able to help some of my newest brand partners, business partners, achieve the goal of Fast Start Diamond. And they're going to be going to Diamond Club with you, Sonia, and seeing that manufacturer tour. So it's just the gift that keeps on giving.
Thank you so much, Tammy. And that is awesome. I can't wait to see them. And Dr. Sarah will be there with us as well. So thank you for that beautiful synopsis of what's happened for you with Purium. And now we've got our dear friend Dominique. She is a crown in our company. Dominique Williams, welcome, Dominique.
Thank you, Sonia. Thank you so much for having me this evening. Yeah, so I was introduced to these superfoods in 2022 by a friend that was a personal trainer, very selective over the ingredients that she used. And I too had a profound health transformation after many years of chronic illness. And at the time, I was working a full-time job. I was working as a personal assistant, Monday to Friday, 9 till 5. Pretty demanding job, as well as being a mom and taking care of my family. But it was very natural just to share this nutrition that I love so much with others. I shared it with friends, family, colleagues, and neighbors. And I'm so grateful for the leverage aspect of this business because gradually I was able to build a full-time income in just part-time hours. And January this year, actually, my boss had given me an ultimatum to do something that didn't align with my personal core values, which actually could have compromised my immune system. But without a stress or a worry, I was able to walk away from my full-time job. I didn't have to contemplate it. I was able just to walk away because I already had this full-time income in place. So truly grateful. It's been an absolute blessing this year to work from home, have more time with the family, and help others do the same as well.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Dominique. And that is true freedom, to be able to walk away from something when you're given an ultimatum like that and not have to go against your values or put something in your body that you do not want to do. So thank you for that, Dominique. That is amazing. And okay, so we're talking about, do you have to be a health professional? No, I wasn't. When I started, I was a full-time realtor. I was working 60 to 70 hours a week. I was a caregiver for my mom. She lived with my husband and I the last 2 years of her life. My husband was doing the investment side of the business, and our plates were really, really full. And our health, it was taking a toll on our health. Often when you're a caregiver, the last person you take care of is yourself, right? So we found this amazing Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation program. We had profound life-changing results very quickly because it's whole food. The body responds much quicker, and we had to share it. I couldn't stop talking about this. I felt like I needed to share this with the world. And what happened as a result, in just a couple of months, the income, a deposit came in from Purium that was equal to the rent from one of our rental properties. That was shocking. And we didn't have to make that big capital investment. And then a year and a half down the road from when I started, my Purium income was equal to my multiple six-figure real estate income. It had actually matched that. I've since completely transitioned out of real estate. What I love about this business is being able to mentor and help develop other people to realize the life of their dreams, whatever that is, it's important to them, because with Purium, you really can do that. And let's talk a little bit about that. Let's talk a little bit about how you can earn with Purium. So right away, you can get into profit. You can make your money back on your first pack, which Ian mentioned is $12.83 a day. Super value. And that's your month of superfoods. That's your food. And the business is free with that. So you get 3 people on board, 2 customers, 1 brand partner, 1 person that wants to join you as a business partner in your first 10 days, and you've just about earned the cost of your first box, just like that. And then you can start earning more bonuses. There's the Fast Start program. You can earn up to $6,500 in Fast Start bonuses when you are a new brand partner in your first several months. And we've got several people here that you just heard from who did exactly that and made those Fast Start bonuses, because it's not hard to do it. We have owners who are very mission driven, and they're very generous in how they compensate us because they're so passionate about this mission. And they don't put gotchas in the compensation plan. It's actually easy as long as you put the effort in and you're coachable and you follow our system to be able to hit these benchmarks. Then we get into the recurring bonuses. And these are amazing, all the way up to $10,000 per month plus profit sharing. So there's pool bonuses of profit sharing. There's recurring monthly bonuses that are cash bonuses that you can also earn in addition to your commissions and all the other facets of our compensation plan. Now, you heard from these amazing people tonight sharing their stories, and this chart gives you an idea of what that title means that you saw under their name. So you see Diamond, and you can see what the average monthly income is for Diamond. You can look at Black Diamond, Tammy. You can see what the average monthly income is for that. You can look at Crown, Dr. Ian and Dominique, what the average monthly income is there. And then myself, 5-star Crown, you can see what the average monthly income is. So this gives you kind of an idea of what those titles actually mean financially. The other thing that's so beautiful about this business is there is no shortage of mentorship, training, support, world-class training and mentorship that is free, that comes along with this business. So you're in business for yourself, but never by yourself. There is so much infrastructure and support for you to plug into to help you be successful. So how do you get started? Well, you get your own Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation 90-day program. And again, your business is free with that. So you can up-level your health and your finances all at the same time. So if you are interested in becoming a brand partner, that's awesome. Get back with the person who invited you to this Zoom, and they'll answer any questions that we didn't cover here. If you're not sure yet, but you want to try the products and get on this amazing program, get back to the person who invited you, and they can help you get started with that as well. We would love to see you back here and to have you here as part of our Purium family. So thank you very much, everyone who joined us tonight. We're so happy that you're here. And thank you to our speakers. Thank you so much for sharing your success stories.